Welcome back. You're watching Strictly Sports on Time Warner Cable. Glad to have you with us. Our statewide toll-free telephone number, there you see it, 1-877-485-2619. Rob Kennedy is co-hosting tonight in the center square from the Maine Shriners. He is the high priest and prophet, not potentate yet.
Not yet.
Rick Hersom from the Maine Shriners is here. Great to see you again, Rick.
Good to see you.
It always means that it's the second to the last show of the season when you're here, because that's what we save you guys
for. You always invite me in for the last.
We love our partnership with the Maine Shriners and broadcasting the Lobster Bowl. We'll be there again this year at Waterhouse Field in Biddeford for the 23rd. You've been there for all 23.
I have not been there for all 23. I've been there since 1997. I've been doing it. And
close enough for cable television.
Close enough for cable television.
So, anything new this year to the mix?
Not much new. We've got some new people online.
They broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Well, we've got some breaks, but we're working hard to get them straightened around. Our general chairman, Tim Luttrell, who's been there forever and ever since I've been there, due to work, he's had to resign, and we have a new general chairman, Barry Richardson, who was on the original starting out of the game back 23 years ago, back in 1990. And our sister in Bangor, Anna Temple, they're showing an involvement to get back involved with it again also. So we got some exciting things coming, some great players, great cheerleaders, great coaches.
With Anna getting involved, does that mean just more manpower?
More manpower and more advertising in the northern part of the state.
Great.
As I say, they handle from basically Newport north.
Good.
So.
Will that affect players at all, as far as more players from the northern part of the state?
No, the players will be what it is. Again, that's getting a lot tougher for us because so many high schools are now coming on with football, and we used to have some schools that would have 3 or 4 players. Now they're down to a lot of schools are only having 1 player. So, but it's we're ready. We're getting ready. We just had a national anthem contest to select our singer, and it's a young lady from Gardner.
Who's that?
Crystal Reed, I hope is the correct name on it, and I had it written down, and I'm embarrassed to say.
You should be, Rick.
I am embarrassed.
Yep.
I'm not very well organized. I'm getting ready to take a few days off, so I'm not organized.
Well, we're glad you're here anyway. The game is July 21st. It is at Waterhouse Field in Biddeford. What time?
4 o'clock.
We're going to start at 4. That's right. I get that 7:30 out of my head.
Yeah, it's made it a lot easier for a lot of us. And
well,
those weather delays with 7:30 games.
Those late afternoon,
1 o'clock getting home on the way back.
Evening thunderstorms seem to happen a lot more in Biddeford in July in the 7 to 9 o'clock area.
They sure did.
Than they do at 4, because we have had all kinds of troubles with that, losing a game, having weather-related problems. So 4 o'clock fits a lot better. Waterhouse Field in Biddeford has been a great host for you guys.
Great host for us, and they continue to support us and everything we try to do. They're just a great help down there. They're great people. Great football town.
Sure is.
You know,
a little down on their luck high school-wise right now, but
they're coming. Everybody's coming. It's interesting. Again, we got 2 great coaches from Steve Haynes, I think it is, from Mattanock and
Joel Staunton,
Joel Staunton from Winthrop. So that will be it's kind of fun to have a local guy doing it, and we're ready. We're ready to play football. The heck with baseball. Who cares about the Red Sox?
Well, I know you don't. That's for sure.
Now, coaching-wise, you alternate every year, right? It's Class C, then A, B, and C is a rotate. Is that how you usually do it?
Yes, we're still trying to do that. Yes, and it's worked well that way, and it gives all classes a chance. And it, boy, we're going to be hoping the East can come through with a big win. The West is really strong. They really hammered us in the championship games this year. So we'll be ready. We'll be ready. All the kids are ready. Got some great kids. Chandler Shawstag from Coney. Connor from Gardner. Emery Kid from Maranacook.
The players have been selected. They haven't been released yet publicly.
They are on our. Anything you want to know is we've already had our team meeting. If you go on to korashriners.org and look up the Lobster Bowl, list all the players, coaches, cheerleaders.
All the players have been selected. When did that get finalized?
That got finalized the last week of March. The players are actually, the coaches sit down in November and go over it right after the season, and then they put the groups together, and in February, March, they come up with who's gonna, and they start calling the kids, see who wants to do it, who can, who can't, and some kids just can't do it. But we asked them to raise $500, and all that money goes directly to what we call our transportation fund, to transport a patient or a parent to our hospitals in Springfield or Boston.
Talking to Rick Hersom from the Maine Shriners and the Maine Shriners Lobster Bowl. The game is July 21st, Saturday afternoon. It's a 4 o'clock start from Waterhouse. I assume you're having cheerleaders again?
We are having cheerleaders. We're hoping to have our skydivers.
Yep, they're always a highlight.
Last year you had the alumni game, the touch football game. Did they try to start that up?
We tried to start it, and
first time you did it.
Yeah, and we just didn't have enough response for it. But it's one of those things. We got to keep trying. We keep trying. Jeff Scully from the Maine games in the southern part of the state is coming up with all kinds of ideas and working with us with the Maine games and that to come up with different ideas.
Right, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Too,
Absolutely.
To make it a weekend event or an all-day event. That's where it's going.
And that's what we're trying to do with it. And it gets tough. Everybody's busy.
Yep, summer.
Summer.
It's brief, it's quick here. You try to take advantage of what you can. And this is a commitment from the kids and the people involved. For the kids, is it a 2-week or 1 week?
1 week camp. But it's a big commitment. It's a big commitment from the coaches. Actually, it's a big commitment from ourselves as the as Shriners, and it's a large commitment from the people in our organization to help make this all go. It's not just like 5 or 6 of us do this. It's a complete group effort to put this on and to try to raise money.
Worthwhile overall, not just for the money that's raised, but some of the athletes will tell you, and there's so many stories and examples of this will tell how much the camp and the week and the hospital visit means to them as far as what the effect that has on them as people.
As I say, I don't know if you remember, we had a young lady come up from Massachusetts. Her name is Carrie Holstrom, and my wife has been able to keep in contact with her, and she lost both legs, fingers on one hand, and was burned over 85% of her body. My wife just got a thing from her this week. She graduated from Mississippi State.
Nice.
4.0 grade average. And she has just been sponsored, and I can't tell you by who, with a new pair of sneakers. I want to say she's lost over 100 pounds. She runs every day with her bionic feet, and luckily she contacts us and thanks us every day for it. And a little story was I remembered one day saying to her father, geez, thank you so much for taking the time and coming up and spending the day with us. And he said, you've bought my daughter 4 sets of legs at $60,000 and you're thanking me. He said, I don't think there's any thanks needed, but they're great people from Massachusetts and have been great supporters of the game and all the way around.
Well, it's stories like these. We hear them every year when we are involved with the Shriners and the Lobster Bowl of people who have been helped by the hospital kids. We've had kids who have played in the game who have been helped by the Shriners. So it's certainly a worthwhile venture to support the game, whether you're a sponsor or whether you're a fan who just wants to go to the game. Again, give the website for the game.
Kora. Shriners.org.
Okay, very simple. KoraShriners.org. There it is. Thanks, Jim, for throwing that up on the screen. All player information. Can you even sign up to sponsor there?
You can.
Okay.
You can sign up. Right now, we've done a Jeff again, Scully, and Rick Bergeron from the Shrine have formed profile pages. So you can actually go on and look at a player or a cheerleader up, look at their profile page, and directly do a contribution in their name to the Shriners Hospital.
We can't wait to go. It's not that far away. A couple months, and we're there.
It's 2 months.
Yep, 2 months, pretty much 2 months from now. Rick, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you, my friend.
Thank
Rick
you.
Hersom from the Maine Shriners and
Thanks
the
a
Maine
lot.
Shriners Lobster Bowl. Again, Kora, it was just there, KoraShriners.org. KoraShriners.org if you want to find out more information about this year's Lobster Bowl sponsor, the event, or anything else you'd like to do. Thanks for being with us, Rick. We'll take a time out here. Phones open 1-877-485-2619. Back with your calls right after this.